What's up, roofing contractors and agencies that help roofing contractors? This is Michael Mignona, and in this video, I'm going to be taking you through step by step an entire setup of a Facebook ad campaign for roofing contractors. It's a money off offer, and I go into why this works and how it works from start to finish. Here's what I'm going to supply you in this video training for free on YouTube in this video. I'm going to give you the template for the landing page and the thank you page and other pages in the funnel that are necessary to make this work. I'm going to give you the automation all set up and functioning so that the person can receive the text that they're supposed to receive when they get the offer, and also all the notifications that go out to you if you're the roofing company or to your client if you're building this for a roofing client. I'm going to provide you the images and video that you can download without having to do anything to use in the Facebook ads. I'm going to provide you the copy and paste ad copy, the long form ad copy that I wrote. You're also going to get to watch me as I create it from scratch, including the headlines, everything. I probably missed some of the stuff that I'm sharing with you in this video because I share so much that it's insane. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to start by, let me actually just take you through a little bit of what we're going to do in the next segment. So the next segment is going to take you right into downloading the snapshot, it's called. It's a one-click install to get the landing page. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to click the link below to go to the page that allows you to download the snapshot, it's called, that has the landing page, all of the steps of the funnel. It has the whole automation. Everything is already built and you can install it with one click. Now, in order to do that, you either have to have an account with the software that it's built on, or you need to start a 14-day trial for it. So either way, get it. It's amazing. If you don't have the software already, you're going to want to get it because it's going to change your roofing company. It's going to change your agency. It's unbelievably amazing. So start by clicking that link below, importing the snapshot, because the entire video is going to take you from there step by step, no steps skipped in setting up and launching these Facebook ads. And it's just amazing because this is something that I would normally release as a training and charge a lot of money for, but I'm doing it for free on YouTube because I really want to build my YouTube channel. I want to get more subscribers. I'm getting more every single day, but I want to get thousands more, and I want this video to be seen by thousands and thousands of people. And I really want a lot of people to benefit and make a lot of money from this ad campaign, either for themselves or for their clients, because the better you do from the stuff that I teach you, the more you're going to want to learn from me in the future. So I hope this is insanely valuable, much more valuable than free, which is what it is. And that's really it, guys. So get started by clicking that link, import the snapshot, and then watch the rest of the video and follow along. It's a really long one, but hang in there. You'll learn a ton. And comment below if you have any questions, or if you just want to tell me that it was awesome, or if you hated it and you thought this video was a waste, tell me that too, because if that's the case, I need to figure out how to get better. And I'm always trying to do that, but I need your help. So that's it, guys. Let's move on to the next part. All right, guys. So if you've clicked the link in the description of this video or the link that I shared to get to this page, you should appear here, which is the high-level landing page that tells you that you're about to import this snapshot so that you can have everything built for you the exact way that I built it. Now, if you don't have a Go High Level or a High Level CRM account, this is where you'll create one, and you'll start a 14-day free trial. And I'm telling you, it is a game changer in terms of running your business and doing marketing and creating landing pages for your roofing company. And if you're an agency, it's an absolute game changer in terms of creating this sort of stuff for your clients at the snap of a finger because of the workflows that High Level has created, allowing you to create with a single click an entire new account with everything already set up in it. And I'm going to be teaching you all of that in these sorts of videos. So again, in this video, in this training, you're going to be importing into your existing High Level account, or by creating a new High Level account, an entire snapshot, meaning an entire account set up for you, landing pages, autoresponders, live chat, everything done. You will have nothing else you'll have to figure out. I'm going to literally go through it step by step for you. And then you're going to have a working landing page, including the ads. Okay, I'm going to do the whole Facebook ad setup as well for you and show you step by step. So there's literally nothing that is left up to question on your part. You're going to have all your questions answered, and you're going to be able to go from zero to working roofing lead generation funnel for you, your roofing company, or for your roofing clients, including the Facebook ads, the landing pages, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so I think I've repeated myself enough at this point. Let's just get right into it. And here we are on the page to import the snapshot, which has all of that stuff in it for the landing pages and the autoresponders and everything. So start by signing up here, by entering an email and password and clicking start your free 14-day trial. Or if you're already a High Level member, just click member login, and that will take you to the next step in importing the roofing funnel money off text snapshot, where we run ads to a landing page. And on that landing page, all the homeowner has to do is put in their cell phone to get a text message, which gives them a code that they can use to redeem a money off their roof offer from the roofing company. Super simple. It's effective because it's only asking for a cell phone instead of asking name, email, phone number, full address, and all these other questions that people often ask. And I'm not against asking all those questions, but sometimes when everyone is zigging, you got to zag. And so if everyone's asking all that stuff, maybe try something where you're only asking for one simple thing. And that's what this particular offer leverages, and that is it leverages simplicity and difference and really, really cool stuff. So get this set up and go to the next step so that you can import your snapshot. So once you've either signed in or created and started your 14-day free trial with High Level, you should see this screen where it's allowing you to import the snapshot that I'm sharing with you right now. So let's click this button and go to the next step. So when it imports, this is going to import it into your account snapshots list. You can see I have a few here that I have imported, and these are all my own snapshots that I've imported and been testing and things like that. But here's your roofing funnel money off text snapshot. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to now create an account and apply this snapshot to your account, okay? So that's what we're gonna do in the next step. So once you've imported the snapshot, if you don't have an agency account, you just have a single account, it's going to ask if you wanna import that snapshot into your existing account, at which point it will apply that snapshot to your existing account. If you have an agency account, it will import that snapshot into your agency account level, but it won't apply it to any of your sub accounts. So if you have a roofing company who is your client, or many roofing companies, and you want to apply this snapshot to those roofing companies, you need to search for the roofing company in your accounts, in your sub accounts, and then you need to select it like this. So let's say this is the company. This is like, imagine this is called Joe's Roofing Company. And then what you want to do is load snapshot, okay? So when you click load snapshot, you're then able to select the snapshot that you want to load. So we want to we want to load the imported snapshot called roofing funnel money off text snapshot, okay? And then we're going to click proceed. And then you're going to select all, make sure everything is selected, because that you want to import everything. I've already imported this, but essentially you want to just create, you want to click proceed here, you see that I've already imported all of this. So it's asking me if I want to overwrite it with the new stuff, but it doesn't really matter because it's all already there. And then you're going to click OK. Now what that's going to do is when we switch to the sub account for this roofing company, what you're going to see is everything loaded in. So if you go to sites and you go to funnels, you're going to see the money off funnel. And here it is. You have the landing page, the thank you page, the page that they land on when the offer is over, and the privacy policy page, just to make it convenient to have a privacy policy there. So that's it for this particular part of the training, and just keep going because in the next segment, we're going to take the next steps. Okay, so the first thing to do in order to start building this funnel is to go into settings and select a domain for the funnel. Now, this is a snapshot. This is a demo snapshot, or a demo sub account, I should say. So there is no domain that I've added to this account. If you're unsure about how to add domains, I'm not going to go over that in this video, but essentially you would just select the domain that you've already linked to this account, or to the account for your CRM, and you would select that domain because you want your funnel to live on a real domain, not the Go high level domain or lead connector domain or anything like that. And that's really it. And then you're going to click save. So the important part here is just to add the link or the domain to this funnel so that it applies across the board, and then click save. All right, the next step is to fill in the custom values. The way I've built this is so that you really don't have to do much on the landing pages and the pages themselves at all. It's all controlled by the custom values in settings. And once you fill in the custom values, everything populates automatically onto the landing pages. So it's really cool if you're an agency and you're applying this to multiple clients. Anytime you push an update to those clients, it won't overwrite anything because it's all based on custom values. If that sounds like another language to you, remember it, and eventually the light bulb will go off, and that's a game changer to learn as well. So go into settings for this step and click custom values. And you're going to see a lot of stuff in here, okay? There are 3 pages of custom values, and we're going to fill them in. So let's start by typing in the business name. So we're going to call this we're going to call this roofing company. That's just the name of this roofing company, is roofing company. So you're going to type in the business name here. So if your client is named Joe's Roofs, you're going to type in Joe's Roofs here. If your client's name is Crown Roofing, you're going to type in Crown Roofing here. You get the point. What's the business owner's name? So I'm going to pretend his name is Joe Schmo. Okay. You're going to obviously type in the business owner name that owns the business that you're either doing this for, or if you're doing this for your own business, you type in your own name, obviously, makes sense. The CRM that the phone number points to, we're not going to be using this in this build. Client email notification. So if you're an agency and you're building this for a client and you want them to receive emails whenever a lead comes through, you're going to put their emails, the ones for your client that should be receiving lead notifications. If you are doing this for yourself, you can leave this blank because you're going to put your own email in another spot. Or you're going to just set it up to receive a notification through the CRM if this is your own account and not your client's account. But otherwise, if you're an agency, just type in Joe, Schmo at roofingcompany.com. Okay. Or, and you can even separate multiple emails with commas, and you can have multiple notifications go out to different emails. Same thing here. If you want your client to receive a text message, you can type in their phone number separated by commas. Maybe there are two people that should receive text message notifications when a lead goes out, or comes in, I should say. Here, just go to the Facebook page for the business. This is not really, actually, we're not going to use the Facebook page URL here at all in this build. The favicon, not a big deal. I mean, you can put the favicon URL here or not, doesn't really matter. Not going to use this. We're going to use the logo image URL. So for this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find the logo for your business, actually where it lives, like in the cloud somewhere. And you're going to paste that URL into here. What I like to do to make it really simple is I like to go to media. So in the sidebar here, go to media and click Open Media Library. And you're going to click Upload File, and you're going to upload the picture of, or the logo for the roofing company. And then what you do is you click on it once and then copy this link and then back out of this and go back to custom values. And then you're going to, so you have that link copied, and where it says logo image URL, you're going to paste that right here and click update. Okay. We're not going to be using main business email. Actually, we will. Sorry. No, we won't. I'm sorry. We're not going to be using main business email. So click over to page 2. We're not going to be using full address. We're not going to be using the phone number. We're going to be using the main website contact page. So for that, you're just going to go to the contact page of the roofing company website. You're going to copy that URL and paste it in here for the contact page. I'll do that with my website just as an example. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it in here. And then you got to go back to page 2. I wish it stayed on the same page. So now main website homepage. So now go to the roofing company's homepage that you're doing this for, or if it's for yourself, go to your own homepage for your roofing company and copy that and paste that in here. Okay, go to page 2 of custom values. Now where it says Mignona company notifications, if you are doing this for your own roofing company and this is your own roofing company account, then put in any email addresses that should receive notifications here on your own team. And because I have an automation set up for that to work really well. Otherwise, if you're doing this for your client and you like to be notified whenever they get a lead, put your own email in here and you'll get that lead just like they will, so that you know your client's getting leads. Now, on the landing page, as I've shown you in previous videos, there are 4 reviews. Now, these reviews, you should grab them right from Google. So, go to, I'm going to just type in roofing company near me, and I'm going to find a roofing company here. So let's say Bravo Roofing. Okay, they have 55 5-star reviews. Let's look at their reviews here. Why can't I just find their reviews? Wait a minute. I'm sorry. So let's see. Bravo Roofing. I just want to look at their reviews. Why can't? Oh, here we go. Okay. So here's their reviews. So what you're going to do is just find 4 really great reviews for your company or for your client's company and paste them in here. So you're going to paste one of them. Review number 1. Go down to another one. And paste it into review number 2. Go to another one. And paste it into review number 3. And then find a 4th one and paste it into review number 4. I don't think we use the state they do business in anywhere in the landing page or anything, but just type it in just in case. So Maryland, just pretend this company's in Maryland. And then let's see what we haven't filled in. Go to page number 3. And here are some things we haven't filled in yet. Okay, so the first thing is this is for the actual offer. So like if this is your roofing company doing this offer, or if this is for your client, you're going to need to know how much off are they offering. So if it's $1,000 off a new roof or $1,500, you're going to put that value in here. So if you're an agency and your roofing company is going to run this money off offer, you need to ask them, how much money do you want to offer off a new roof replacement? 500, 1,000, 1,500, whatever. And you're going to put that number in here, and you're going to put a $sign, and let's call it $1,000 off. Okay, just click update. By the way, if you want to get back to all those offer collections, those offers, just type it in here and it'll sort it. So money off background image. Now, so this is where we need to put in a link to an image that we want to use as a background. So, you know, I have a lot of background images that are like basically 2,000 by 1,000 pixels. It's large enough, something like that. And I like to just put in a background of a house or something like that, or beautiful scenery. And then, so again, you're going to go to media, and you're going to upload a file of a background image. So let's see if I can just find a background image to put in here. So let's just use this one, okay? So upload whatever background image you want to use, click on it once, copy the link, get out of here, go back to custom values, and you're going to paste that link in the background image custom value. We're almost done, and I'm going to get to show you what the landing page looks like once everything's filled in. It just builds the whole thing for you. It's so cool. So now we need to open up the funnel, and I want to keep this open. So I'm going to just open up, I'm going to actually copy this link, open up another tab, just so I have this same sub account open. I'm going to go back to sites, and I'm going to go to the money off funnel here. Now, since you've already selected the domain, now it's not going to, I didn't select a domain for this because I don't have a domain for this account, but what we want now is we want the link to the offer over page, okay, to the page that people are sent to when the time runs out and the offer is now over. So what we're going to do to get that is we're going to click here to the offer over page, and then open up the page by clicking this, okay? And as you can see, the logo that we put in, it automatically shows up here. So we're going to copy this link. Now this link for you will be the link that actually is the real domain that you've selected. But then what you're going to do is since you've copied that, you're going to now paste that into the offer over page custom value. And then go back to the funnel, and you're going to go to the thank you page, and you're going to open up the thank you page. And you can see that the $1,000 populated here, the logo populated here. You're going to copy this link, and you're going to paste it into this custom value here. Click update. And now that you've done all that, when you go to the landing page and the funnel, it is all already built, completely built perfectly. I'm going to show you that in the next segment. All right, so let's open up the landing page and see what it looks like now that we've filled in all of the custom values that populate the page. So let's open it up and see what we've got. So look at this clean, crisp landing page. and let's go through it and talk about it. Okay, so first of all, the top here, it says this offer ends in, and then there's an element here that counts down to when it ends. Now, by default, it's going to be ending, I think, so let's look at how it's set up. Well, we'll do that as part of the training here, but let's just go through the page first. So I have this ending on like May 1st. It's April right now, middle of April. So it says there are 13 days left, 8 hours, 39 minutes, 43 seconds. It's counting down. All right. This creates a sense of urgency in the person who's viewing the page. And then there's the logo of the company. Now this logo looks a little small to me, so I'm probably going to adjust that, and I'm going to show you how that's done. But it automatically populated here because we put it in as a custom value. And then it says, for a limited time, get $1,000 off your new roof. Now that $1,000, that amount auto-populated in because that is a custom value. And then it's just asking for their cell phone, and it says, and the button is claim this offer. We will text you the offer code. So simple. And then there are reviews, and these auto-populated because these were put in as custom values. And then they showed up here. So if you're an agency doing this for a client, this is really cool because all you have to do is plug in all this information as custom values, and then your page is built for you. Everything is in place perfectly. And then let me scroll up. This picture in the back here, you see how it's kind of parallax scrolling over top of it. This background image was also a custom value, so that populates there. It also populates behind this button. I think that's really good looking. So if people read the reviews, they'll see this call to action, get $1,000 off. If they click it, automatically shoots them back up to the area where they can put their cell phone in and claim the offer. So let's put a cell phone number in. Okay, and we're going to click claim this offer. That's an invalid phone number. Let's see if that's I don't know whose number that is, but I'm putting it in. Click claim this offer. And then it takes them to the thank you page, which is a super simple thank you page. In other videos, I'll tell you how to build out this thank you page or thank you pages in general to make them even more effective, but this is really all you need out of the gate. So it says, thanks, we just texted you the secret code to get $1,000 off of a new roof. If you didn't get it yet and you don't in the next few minutes, please do start a live chat with us on this page. And then the name of the company, we just call this Roofing Company. But this is a custom value, this name right here. So it says start a live chat. There is no live chat on this page. We're going to be adding that later on as part of the setup. So that's the thank you page. Now, when, let's say, the homeowner or potential lead clicks to this page and somehow gets back to it even after the offer is over, this is what they'll see. We're sorry, but this offer has ended. For our current offers, please start a live chat with us on this page, bottom right-hand corner, Roofing Company. Okay. This is the page they're taken to when the timer runs out, and I'm going to show you how to set what page it sends them to right now. So let's go to edit, make sure it's sending to the right page. And if we click this element here, we can then go here. And now remember, we set this offer over page as a custom value. So it automatically redirects to the right page automatically. That's the beauty of custom values, is that it's dynamic. It fills in according to the information that you've entered into the custom value. So this is all already taken care of. I actually forgot that I'd done that. It was such a good idea. It made it so easy, and I didn't even remember doing it. Smart me in the past did it, and I already forgot that I did it. So anyway, that is perfect. You won't even need to update that. What else can I show you that's really interesting about this page? That's really it. You see, this is the custom value here. You don't need to change any of this. This is all done. It's all going to populate as long as you fill in the custom values. Let's do the live chat. So the live chat portion of this is pretty easy. If you're in the site's screen, you'll see chat widget. Okay, so click chat widget. And then once you go through this the first time, and you can change what these things say. You can change the image here. If it's you that's going to be answering it, or your secretary or something, put her image in there, or his image in there. And you can change what this stuff says. You can turn off the agency branding. You can really leave this how it is. It's perfectly fine as it is. However, in other videos, I might go over some improvements to what this stuff will say by default, but it's really just fine out of the gate. So then if you click save, it kind of activates the chat widget on the ability to add a chat widget to a funnel. So then if you go back to funnels and you go to the money off funnel that we're building as part of this series or this video, this training, you can then go to settings and turn on the chat widget. Okay? And then click save. So now what's going to happen is, now when someone goes to the landing page, they're going to see all this, but they're also going to see the chat widget, which is fine. Because listen, if they reach out through here because they have a question, that's great. You'll be able to start a conversation with them in the inside the CRM. Another amazing reason to use High Level is these widgets and things are all integrated out of the box. So it's super important. It's super powerful to be using a CRM that is just integrated from the get-go, so that you can actually use all of these tools. It's so much less difficult to do this than it is to like sign up with a third-party live chat service, connect it to your website, integrate it with your CRM through Zapier or whatever, however you have to do that. It's such a pain in the butt. This makes it a million times easier. So the funnel is set up. Now what we need to do is go over sort of the automations that are necessary to make this work. So let's click into automations, and they're also called workflows. And let's go to the offer funnels folder that's in the snapshot, and then the money off roof funnel. And let's see how it's set up. So it's set up so that when the money off roofing form is submitted, which is the cell phone opt-in form, okay, so it's automatically set up properly. When that happens, a text notification goes out to the roofing company. So if you're an agency doing this for a client, this will automatically send a text out to the to the phone numbers of the roofing company that you're doing this for. Whoever over there should be receiving text notifications of new leads. And it's going to say, and the text is going to say, new money off roof offer lead. Or it's going to say new $1,000 off $1,000 roof offer lead, okay? And then the cell number of the phone of the person who opted in to receive this offer, okay? This is also, if you're doing this for a client and you've gotten them to download the app onto their phone, this will also send a notification out to all users of that particular sub account. If you want to change that to a particular user, you can do that. And then also a text message is sent to the lead. So this is the secret code to redeem the $1,000 off or $1,500 off roof offer is texted to them, and you can make that whatever you want by just changing this right here. So if you wanted to say the name of the roofing company, like Joe's Roofs, or Spring 2023, or whatever you want to say as the code, and then click save action, and that will save the code. This just says roof 2023. That's the code that is by default. And so when they redeem this and they talk to you on the phone, they'll tell you that they have a code to get money off, and that's it. Now, That is how the automation works. Super simple, super clean, super quick, easy peasy. So that's that. Now, this landing page and automation and funnel are only as good as the advertising that gets people to even know that it exists. So in addition to providing this entire funnel via this snapshot that you can just load into your account on High Level or into your clients' accounts, your clients' sub-accounts, if you're an agency. In addition to all of that, I'm also going to go through the entire setup of a Facebook advertising campaign from start to finish, including all of the sales copy and ad copy that I write. And you're going to actually see me write it from scratch. So this video has a lot more value packed into it, so keep watching. If you haven't already, jump down into the description, sign up for a High Level account. You get a free 14-day trial. If you're an agency, I recommend getting the agency level option, which allows you infinite sub-accounts. There is unlimited number of sub-accounts you can create for your clients at no addition. You're not charged per sub-account. It's insanely amazing. So get that. Highly recommend it. In future videos, I'm going to be teaching you how to get clients, so you're going to want that. If you are just a single business, you're a roofing company doing this by yourself or for yourself, then get the entry level option and get started, because this is just the things you can do with the CRM. I'll be teaching you all about it, because everything I do with this CRM is very much related to what I do from an advertising standpoint on Facebook. They're so related to one another because the tools work off of one another, and I'm really just leveraging the power of this CRM and building it into how I advertise on Facebook, and it's really just been amazing. So go do that, and let's just keep going. Let's build some ads. All right, so in this video, I'm going to take you through the process that I go through when I write sales copy for an ad campaign for roofing. And I start with a blank Google document. And I do this because it allows me the canvas to kind of just create something new, let the ideas flow, and I don't know, I just like doing it. So maybe you'll like doing it this way as well. The first thing I type out is headline, and then I do a colon, because I'm going to put some headline options down here. And then I type primary text, because that's where the sales copy is going to be written. And then that's really it. I start with this, right? And I usually, so headline 1, primary text. So I'm going to replace headline 1 and primary text with what the actual headlines and primary text are, but then I make this bold, make that bold. So what are we advertising here? We are advertising for a roofing company, for either for your roofing company or for your clients if you're an agency. We're advertising that they get, let's call it $1,000 off a new roof for a limited time, okay? So we want to incorporate those ideas into the ad copy, but there is a challenge when it comes to running a sale. And I mentioned this in other videos on my YouTube channel about how sales for roofing don't work as well as some other offers that you can create. And while I think that could be true, it's only true when you leave out the explanation that helps handle the normal objections that arise when people are confronted with a money off offer for a roof. So let's talk about that a little bit. In previous videos that I've done, I've talked about how saying, you get $1,000 off of a roof, any homeowner with half a brain cell is going to think to themselves, well, you know, I know that they're just going to mark up the quote so that when they take the $1,000 off, it's the price they would have charged me if they weren't running a special or any sort of offer. And so what I like to do when there are objections like that is I like to address them explicitly in the ad itself. And I like to call out the fact that they're thinking that. I like to get in their heads by telling them what they're probably thinking and then explaining it away. So we're going to do that with this ad copy. And it's going to make it so much more effective because effectively what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving the homeowner a peek into our own minds, and we're going to open up to them completely. We're going to give them a peek behind the curtain, a full backstage pass. And that's going to build the trust, and it's going to make it so powerful. So the headline should say something. So here's what I would do here. I would start typing out headline options, and I would kind of just let it flow. And I would pick the ones I like best. Sometimes I only pick one, and I just vary the image, but we'll get into that. So let's just type out some headlines. So limited time, $1,000 off a new roof. Okay. Could do this or some variation of that. Sometimes I just type something out here that I think is close to what I'm going to end up using, and then I look to see how it looks when I'm actually building the ads in the Facebook ad manager. So let's do the primary text. I'm just going to start typing it out. I'm going to do my own thing, and then I'll kind of go back and explain what I was thinking as I go through it. All right. So if you're still with me, that's a long sales copy, but I'm going to go through it because I think I think there may be some spots I might want to clean up a little bit. I felt myself kind of not in a perfect rhythm here, but let's read it. Let's read through it and see what it sounds like to you. And I'll kind of talk about why I wrote certain things and why I think they're going to be effective for this ad. So when the homeowner sees the ad, they're going to see the image for the ad, and then their eyes are going to move down to the headline. They're going to see limited time, $1,000 off a new roof, ends May 1st. So limited time tells them when it ends and what the offer is. Boom, easy. Then their eyes are going to move up to the primary text, and they're going to start reading. And it says, $1,000 off a new roof. I know what you're thinking, ... Now, what that's going to do is it's probably going to cut off the rest of this text. They're going to have to click see more to actually read all of it, which is good because that clicking of see more to read more counts as engagement, and Facebook likes that. So it automatically is a positive indication that people are interested in the ad more than if they just scrolled and looked at it for 4 milliseconds and then scrolled past it. Then they're going to keep reading. You think we're going to mark up the quote we give you so that when we take the $1,000 off, it's the same price it would have been anyway. Who wouldn't think that? My name is blah, 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 and I own blah, blah roofing company. I have a successful roofing company for one main reason, honesty. And it would be pretty silly for me to break the honesty streak with a silly thing like artificially increasing my prices so it can appear to be discounted. But with a roof, it's tough. It's not like buying a flat screen TV where the prices are fixed. There's some subjectivity, or at least that's how it seems. The thing is, it is like buying a flat screen TV. There are just a lot more variables to consider. At the end of the day, though, the price for a roof is the price for a roof. And where companies differ is in how much they charge per square foot after all is said and done. So here's how we price roofs, whether we are running a deal like this or not. We measure the roof, consider the pitch and difficulty, source the materials, and organize the labor. There are hard costs for all of that. It's not subjective at all. Then we do the math. That math is what it is. Now, because we are running this $1,000 off deal, after we do the math, we subtract $1,000 from the amount, and that is your quote. So we make $1,000 less, but guess what? We get the opportunity to do amazing work that all your neighbors see. And they may need a roof sometime soon also. It's in our interest to make you an offer that is so good you'll want to take it, even though we make less money. Save on a new roof before we end this offer on May 1st. Click here now. So let's look at the different parts of this. So we see right up front, we call out the objection like, yeah, whatever, you're not really discounting it. That's the objection. Well, yes, we are. And then we explain, we go through a pretty detailed explanation of why they can trust that we are discounting it. You know, we actually take them through the fact that we first do the math, and then after we do the math, we subtract the money. And the math is what it is. And that's pretty straightforward. It's tough to argue with that. And then I think this is one of the most powerful parts of this ad copy is, you know, one of the best ways to explain away an objection is not just to simply explain it away like we do here, but to explain it, you know, because that just gets you back to zero. So you're at like negative and then you're at zero. We need to actually explain to them in a positive way what's in it for us. Because if they believe that we're doing this offer not to trick them into buying a roof with us, but because it's in our interest to do work for them. Okay, and those are two important distinctions. Or I should say that's an important distinction. Then they're going to think, you know what? It makes sense why they would truly take $1,000 off. Why they would truly take $1,000 loss. Not a loss, but $1,000 less profit. Because now I understand how badly they want to get working in my neighborhood and what it's worth to them. And what it's worth is they could get a lot of additional clients just by virtue of being in our neighborhood and doing our roof. And so now I understand why they're okay making $1,000 less, because they might get 2, 3, 4 more roofs in my neighborhood. And that's a really powerful thing for them to realize, because then they're like, okay, I trust that I'm actually getting $1,000 off my roof. Okay, so that's it. That's the headline and the ad copy. And then obviously we're going to copy the link to the landing page. It's obviously not going to be a pretty link because I don't have a domain for this example. Paste it in there like that. And obviously you replace this here with roofing company name and the owner name, and start building the ad. So that's the ad copy. Now we're going to actually build the ads, and stay tuned for that, because when I build this ad, this roofing ad, I'm going to show you some things about targeting that you may not realize, or that may be new to you. So I don't know, or maybe this will be the simplest, dumbest thing you've ever watched, and you're not learning anything from it. And in that case, let me know, because gosh, I would love to know that if I was just kind of spending time not teaching you anything valuable. But I'm hoping this is valuable, because this is really powerful stuff when it's done right. And the funny thing is that a lot of times the simpler things work better, but the simpler things are sometimes harder to execute, because it's really easy to get bogged down in meaningless details. So I think a lot of the value that you're going to get from me, I hope, will be this sense of clarity and this sort of laser focus on what's really important when you're advertising for your roofing company or for a client who's a roofer. Because when you first start, or even if you've been doing this for a long time, it's really easy to fixate on things that don't matter, completely not pay attention to the things that do. And also, this ad copy, I'm going to give this to you to copy and paste also. So you're going to have access to this to copy and paste, use this ad copy as your own. And I want to really make this fun for you guys to set up new accounts, set up new ads for your business, and to get great results. And all right, so let's keep going. All right, guys, in this part of the video, I'm going to be showing you how to create images and even a video for the ads we're going to be configuring later on in this video. So I've made this insanely easy for you, again, by creating a Canva template that you can use, and you can literally use it. You don't have to change anything on it except a couple of things. Let's just go over what that is. But I'm going to show you what the images look like, what the video looks like, and then how to edit it and all of that good stuff. So what you're getting here is you're getting this video here. Let's watch it. It's just a video, a drone footage of a big roof getting replaced, and kind of works for almost any roofer that does shingles, no matter where you are in the country. That video would work just fine. There's this video here if you do metal roofing. Again, this would work for anyone that does metal roofing. That looks like a standing seam metal roof. Really cool video. And it's really just for decoration, because this is the important part, is this message that you're sending. There's also this video here. Another drone footage of a roof, works just fine. If you have your own drone footage, feel free to use that, and it's really easy to replace that, but good as it is. There's this cool looking picture. I just like the way it looks with the coloring in the sky and everything. And then there's this one and this one. So all of these are going to be, you're going to easily be able to just import these into your Canva account by clicking the Canva template link in the description of this video. So just go below where you've gotten the links to the ad copy, and where you've gotten the link for the CRM free trial. There's going to be a link for this template, and essentially what you're going to do is click that link, and it'll land you on this page. You'll click Use Template, and then give it whatever name you want, Money Off Roofing, and then start editing the parts of the images that you need edited. So, you know, obviously if you're doing $1,000 off, you'll change this to $1,000 off for a limited time. And obviously the name of your company is not Roofing Company, it's, you know, Joe's Roofs or something. So you'll change that on every single one of them. Make sure they all look good. You'll change this, you'll change the name there, you'll change that again, the name there. You'll change this here. You'll change when it ends, okay? Price when it ends, price when it ends. If you want to swap out any pictures, it's really easy to do. You can go to Photos, type in roof. You can easily drag in a different photo. That one looks fine. You know, you get the idea. So this could be a little tricky, but to download this, because it's a mixture of videos and images, you're going to need to download each thing individually. So you're going to download the first one first. You're going to click download, and you're going to unclick all of them, and then just choose page 1, and then make sure it's on MP4 video, click done, and then click download. It's going to download just this first video. What you can do is you can open up in another tab. This again, click share, click download, unclick all of them, choose page 2, click done, and click download. And that's going to download that in that tab there. You can open up another tab. This is a little trick to get things downloaded more than just one at a time. Click download, uncheck all of them, click page 3, click done, click download. And then if you want to download all the images, because you've just, you know, initiated the download for all 3 videos individually, click share, click download, change it to JPEG, and then unclick this, and then click all of the pictures. So pages 4, 5, and 6, click done, and click download. So now you've got everything initiated for download all at once, and it'll start downloading. So it just downloaded the zip file of the 3 images. It looks like it's still downloading the video, this video, that video, and that video. But that's how to download them. Once they're downloaded, they'll be on your computer so that you can upload them into your Facebook ad account when it's time to build the ads. So let's continue, and we're going to start building the ads right now. All right, so you're going to go to your ad account now for either your roofing company or for the business whose roofing company you are creating these ads for. For demonstration purposes, I'm doing this in my own ad account that I use for my agency. And, you know, because I'm not going to build it in a client's account, I'm going to do it in my own here just for demonstration purposes. So after you click create, you're then going to choose leads, because the type of result you want are leads. Now, leads on Facebook can come in the form of instant forms, messenger leads, calls, conversions. We're going to be using the conversions because we're going to be sending them to that custom landing page that we have built in the CRM that I provided the templates for, and that you can get with one click in the description of this video down below. So choose leads. And then before you click continue, scroll all the way down. You'll see this little option here, this little drop down here. I like to give the different levels of the campaign names just so they're organized from the get-go. So click that. So at the campaign level, I'm going to call this conversions because I like to say what the campaign objective is first. And then I'm going to say roofing, I'm going to say money off roofing leads. Okay, because that's the offer and it's for roofing leads. And then I like to put in the date that I'm building this. So I think it's April 18th at the moment. And then I like to give the ad set a name, and we're just going to do one ad set. So I used to do a lot of retargeting, and I still do on occasion. And sometimes I just test it as against a single ad set that just goes out to a broad service area. But I've recently just been going to a broad service area with no retargeting because Facebook is sending all of these recommendations to me and to my clients, recommending that they combine their two ad sets, the main service area and the retargeting ad set, into one ad set because it will supposedly improve results. And that segmenting them out is actually causing the conversions to happen for a higher price. Now, that isn't true, but what's happening is they're sending out these notices to my clients, and they're making it so easy for my clients to click one single button to combine the ad sets. And then what ends up happening is they combine the ad sets without us knowing, okay, because they think it's a good thing. And it turns off their main service area ad set, which is the one that gets in front of the vast majority of people, so that all that's running is the retargeting ad set, which reaches very few people per day. And so then their leads dry up, and they're wondering why, and we don't realize it until we go in and check. And, we check our clients' accounts every few days to make sure everything is good, especially if we've noticed no leads have come in a couple days or 3. But we shouldn't, but it's very unfortunate when those mistakes are made, and they can be avoided if Facebook just doesn't send out these notices. So we've been running one single ad set, so that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. In other videos, I'll show you how to do the retargeting type stuff. But for now, we're going to do one ad set, and we're going to call it service area. Okay? And then for the ad, just make the first ad, we'll call it number 1. We're gonna rename it with something more descriptive, but this is how I like to get started. It just helps me feel more organized, and that's it. So click continue. So the first screen we're on here is the campaign level, and there's really one thing we want to adjust here, and that is we want to turn on Advantage Campaign Budget, okay? And then we want to change the daily budget. So I like to start with at least a $50 per day budget for roofing ads. $100 a day is better. You can get started for less, but it's a numbers game. The more money you pay per day, the more people you'll reach per day, and therefore the more leads you'll get per day. So if you have a roofing client and they're wondering how much they're going to have to spend to get results, typically, if they're spending $50 a day and the advertising is good, the landing page is good, the offer is good, they should get a lead for anywhere from $50 to $100 a day. And therefore, if they're spending less than $50 a day, they may not get one lead per day on average, and that can feel really sluggish and slow for them. So I recommend that you recommend to them that they start for at least $50 a day. If you're a roofing company watching this, I recommend you start with at least $50 a day. But $100 is better, and $200 is even better. If your service area has a nice chunk of people in it that you can get in front of. It's really important to get a lot of traction early on, because Facebook is going to learn from the data that it receives. And when it registers conversions, that's when it's learning which ads are working best, who to distribute your advertising to and who not to distribute it to, and so on and so forth. So this is pretty important. After you've done that, you can click Next, or you can simply just click here to go to the ad set level, where there are a bunch of things to configure. So the leads we're going to be getting are through the website, okay? So we don't want instant forms, messenger, we don't want any of that. We want to send them to a website, which is the landing page that we talked about and that we configured. And then you're going to scroll down to performance goal, maximize number of conversions. That should be default. That should be good. So then you're going to choose the pixel, and you're going to choose the conversion event. Now, I haven't gone over yet how to create custom conversions and do all the web, configure it so that Facebook recognizes a particular custom conversion as a web event. and also how to connect the Facebook API, the Conversions API, in order to get better reporting. I'll do that in other videos, but that's a whole monster in and of itself. So you can still get results even without setting the custom conversion, but I recommend learning how to do that, and you can subscribe to my channel and you'll get information on how to do that in future videos. So keep scrolling down. This is the really important part though. I mean, because the bottom line is this: Facebook is going to try to learn based on the conversions you get. So you know what? I'm actually going to show you how to create a custom conversion in this video series. I'm sort of like doing this off the top of my head here because I want to help you understand how to set this stuff up. I don't want to, but I also don't want to overwhelm you. But then at the same time, I don't want to tell you how to set something up without telling you how to set something up and actually allowing you to set it up in a way that's going to get you the best results. So I am going to do the custom conversion stuff, and you're kind of seeing me, you're kind of witnessing me live, you know, kind of come to that conclusion. So I hope you appreciate, you know, sort of what I'm contending with when it comes to deciding what I want to teach you to do in this free YouTube video. So the next thing you'll want to do after setting your custom conversion, and again, I'm going to show you how to do that, how to create those custom conversions and everything. So you can always learn that later on and then come back to that to set that custom conversion up. The next thing you want to do is set the location. So this is a really important part, and it's really important that you don't get this wrong, because if you do, you're going to end up getting leads, a lot of leads from outside the service area of your business or of your client's business. So click Edit. And then the first thing you want to do is you want to change this from living in or recently in to living in this location. Obviously, if you want to get leads for roof replacements, you want to get leads from people who actually live in the place that you're advertising, not just visiting and on vacation or visiting family members, or, you know, they drove in from a different part of town that you don't do work in for work or something like that. And so that's really important. Change this to people living in this location. Then X out of United States, because we are going to choose the location. Now, there are many different ways you can identify where someone lives. I really like using counties or pins with a radius around them. So let's say you have a client in Cincinnati, and they do Cincinnati with a 50-mile radius around them. I never know how to spell Cincinnati. Let's see what comes up. Okay, Cincinnati, Ohio. So as you can see, it defaults to putting the pin in there and doing a 25-mile radius around it. So if they are a 50-mile radius around it, then boom, you click enter, Cincinnati with a 50-mile radius, okay? Now, let's say they want to advertise Cincinnati with a 50-mile radius, but they really want the suburbs, and they don't really want the city of Cincinnati, okay? Because that's a lot of homes that have flat roofs, or maybe roofs they don't want to do work on or something like that. So what you could do there is you could, like, let's say it's everything that's kind of inside this beltway or highway here. And obviously this is something you'll determine with the client. So you can sort of just drop a pin. Oh, that just replaced that pin. So this is where things can get tricky. So let's do Cincinnati, Ohio. And we'll change that to 50 miles. Okay. And then if we want to click exclude. Okay, there we are. Okay, so if you click exclude first, you can drop the pin kind of right next to it and then get that so it's blocking out all of that stuff there. So that's one way to kind of exclude maybe a city that you don't want while doing the suburbs so that there are more homes that you're looking to do work on. Maybe you want to do certain counties in Cincinnati or something like that. But let's just keep it how we had it. Okay, let's do 50 miles. You can see that this is already 1.4 million people. Let's do 50 miles. Okay. And then we're going to scroll down to, now I want to actually talk about this a little bit. You'll notice I'm not doing zip codes, and I'm not like overlapping a bunch of radiuses. There's a reason for this. The simpler the input is here, the better. If you have 1,000 radiuses with 10 mile, if you have 1,000 pins or even 10 pins with a bunch of radiuses around it, that's going to just confuse the heck out of Facebook. They're not going to know where to deliver your ads, where is working better. It's really going to decrease your results. If you have 15 zip codes you're advertising in, that's going to decrease your results. It always works better when you have a pin in a map with a radius around it. Let's say there's a chunk over here you don't want to advertise in. Okay, that's fine. Click exclude, drop the pin, change the miles, and maybe it's that sliver there that you don't want or something like that. That's fine. That's simple. But when you start dropping a bunch of pins, let's say we include this, and then we also want to include this over here, and we change this to 30 miles. So here we have overlapping radiuses. Now, I don't have proof that this is the case, but what I think happens when you have overlapping radiuses is you end up spending twice and 3 times more money trying to advertising wherever it overlaps, because Facebook is spending money with this radius to reach these people, but they're also spending money with this radius to reach these people, and it's reaching the same people twice as often. That I'm not 100% sure that happens, but what I've noticed is when I had accounts and I was trying to really hone in on exactly where they were advertising, and I dropped a bunch of pins and did radiuses, it was a bunch of overlap, and the cost per lead shot up drastically. And then when I simplified it, it went back down because I think it was delivering the ads more efficiently to the people living in that area. Don't quote me on that, but it's something to consider. I would highly recommend making this as simple as possible. Okay, so a single radius with a center point is amazing. If you list out a few counties, that's fine as well. That's pretty clean. There's no overlap there. So just, take that into account when you are configuring the map. Also, in terms of estimated audience size, if this is less than 100,000 people, that it's, like the minimum is less than 100,000 people, that might not be enough people to really that might not give Facebook enough people to get your ads out to and learn who is responding best to them. So just take that into account as well. Okay, age. Let's talk, when I was 18, I did not own a house. Certainly wasn't replacing a roof on a house at 18 years old. So I like to change this to 30. Minimum age 30. There's really no point in advertising to 18-year-olds. So change that to 30. Leave this at 65 plus. So you're going to reach anyone 30 plus, 30 to 150 years old. Everybody in between. And then I keep all genders. I don't change any of the detailed targeting. I don't exclude anybody. I don't do any of the interests or behaviors or anything, because Facebook just doesn't have that information that's going to increase the likelihood that you get in front of a homeowner by adding any of this stuff. If anything, you're just going to end up excluding people that you mean to show ads to, and just it's not recommended. And then I just keep it at all languages sometimes, or sometimes I change it to English. And really, that's probably not going to make much of a difference either, so you can leave it at all languages. And then so in previous videos, I've recommended changing this to manual placements. You'll have to test this out for yourself. but here are your options. You can leave it here and it's going to place it. It's going to show your ads in all of the different placements that it qualifies for. And that can work just fine. What I've been doing more often is manually choosing the placements that I want them to show up in. So I uncheck all of this. And then I say I want them to show up in the Facebook feed and the Instagram feed and Instagram stories and Facebook stories. I uncheck everything else. So it's only showing up in 4 placements, 4 of 21 possible placements. Facebook feed and Instagram feed, Instagram stories and Facebook stories, and that's it. And then I click next. Okay? You're going to make sure you choose the right Facebook page for this advertising that you're doing. You're going to choose the right Instagram account if you have an Instagram account. If not, you can just have the Facebook page basically show up on Instagram. That's kind of cool that it does that. And then you are going to continue scrolling down. I turn off multi-advertiser ads. Okay. And here is where you're going to put in all of the ad creative. All right, so let's build out the first ad. What I like to do here is start with the primary text. I don't like to add an image first because then I'm going to have to replace it when I duplicate them, and I'll show you how I do this so it's just a little bit more efficient. So the first thing you'll want to do is click down below this video to get to this document here, at which point you will make a copy of the document so that you can start editing it. Give it a name that you want, Money Off Roof Ad Copy. Maybe you put the name of your, the name of your client in there. If it's Joe's Roofs, you can know that it's for him and his roofing company. Click Make a Copy. And now you can start editing it in your own Google Drive. So the first thing you'll want to do is change how much the money off it is for the headline, and also when it ends. We're going to leave this how it is because it's $1,000 off for this, and it ends May 1st. Also, make sure you change it here, how much it is off. Change it here for however much it is off. Actually, I'm going to make these. I'll make this a little bit easier by making bold anything that needs to be changed. So when you make a copy of this, it'll be really easy for you to just quickly identify all of the things you need to replace so you don't make a mistake. Okay. Let's see, anything else? Change it here. That's a lot of places to change it. And then obviously this link here you'll change. And when it ends. Okay. Change it here. I think I got all of them. Okay. So let's actually delete that, and then let's start over here. So File, Make a Copy. Let's pretend it's for Bill's Roofs. Click Make a Copy. And now you'll want to replace all of the things that are bolded, okay, with the information that makes sense for the ad that you're doing. So I'm going to leave this how it is because this is just a demo, but you will, you'll type in the name of the owner here. You'll type in the name of the roofing company. Doesn't matter if it's bolded on here. When you paste it into the primary text area on Facebook, it's not going to retain any of the formatting. So don't worry about that. This is just how to visually understand and identify what you need to change so you don't miss it by accident. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy all the primary text. Make sure you put your link in there to the landing page. So what you'll do is you'll go over to, you'll open up the landing page like I showed you how to do previously, and you'll paste it in here as the link. Okay. So you go to the landing page, open it up. You've already picked a domain, so it shouldn't look like this. It should look like an actual domain for the landing page. and then you place that here, and then you copy all this primary text after you've replaced all of the stuff, and you paste it into the primary text area. Okay? And so there's your primary text perfectly pasted in here. While you're here, you can copy just this link, copy, and then scroll down to where it says website URL and paste that link in here. Okay? Now we're going to add the headline because that's empty right here. So headline, copy this, paste that in here. Okay? So now we have the primary text, the headline, and the website URL. And make sure this is on the right domain that you've selected. Okay? And now what you can do is, since you have 3 images and 3 videos, what you'll do here is you'll duplicate this 5 times so that you have 6 total ads. So you'll click here and click duplicate. Duplicate it 5 times. Doesn't matter if this is checked or not. You haven't started running the ads anyway. And so now you have 6 different ad variations here, 1 for each of the assets from Canva. So I like to just go through them and rename them first. So I know I'm going to have 3 photos. Photo 1, photo 2, photo 3, video 1, video 2, and video 3. Okay, so let's start with photo 1. Click on photo 1, click add media, add image. I've already unzipped the file, so go to the folder with all the images. I like to upload them all at the same time, just saves time. Okay, and you see they're numbered 4, 5, and 6. I'll start at the lowest numbered so I don't lose track of where I am. Click next. Now look what it's recommending you do here. Now that messes up the whole image. So I click original. Now, this is telling you that it might not show up, or it might be automatically cropped. Your options here are, you could make the orientation more like a 9:16 to begin with. That might not be a bad idea. I don't recommend doing this though, because it doesn't look very good. You can't really see what it says. So I click original and then click next. And then for, enhancements, I usually turn those off because then I don't want it to crop the images and crop off some of the writing that we've written on there. I don't want that to happen. So I turn off the optimizations or leave them how it is here. Click done. And that's the first photo. Photo number 2, add media, add image. We're on number 5 now. Add it in, original, next, done. Photo 3, add media, add image. This is the last image. Boom, original, next, done. Videos. So we're going to click add video, and we're going to upload the videos. Let's go back to your downloads folder. Here are the 3 videos that downloaded. So we're going to upload them all at the same time. Okay, and we'll start with the first one and click next. Make sure it's on all original. Next and done. Video number 2, add video. Video number 2, next, and done. And video number 3, add video, next, and done. Okay. That's it, guys. That's how to build the ads. And let's see what they look like. Well, we're not here, advanced preview. So it's really hard to see, but this is what the ad looks like when it's expanded. Okay. Limited time, $1,000 off a new roof, ends May 1st. Beautiful. All right. Those are your ads. And now let's just go and learn how to set up the custom conversions and kind of go over that together really quickly so that you can have that all figured out. Okay. So before we create the custom conversion, it's fine if we just go over to, if we publish this. So what we'll do is we'll X out of here and then just click review and publish, and it'll publish everything that we've created thus far in the Facebook ad account. And it'll send it to Facebook so they can review it, and then they'll start running your ads on Facebook and Instagram and all the placements. So click review and publish, and then let's head over to the conversions to create a custom conversion. So to create a custom conversion, we need to get to the pixel. So you click here, these 3 lines here, and then click Events Manager. Okay. And you want to make sure you are looking at the right pixel. Okay. And it looks like this is in the way here. So you're going to click Custom Conversions, and you're going to click Create a Custom Conversion. Now, let's go over to the landing page here. So what we want to have happen is when they land on the thank you page, we want that to register the conversion, because they can only get to this thank you page if they fill out the opt-in text field form. So what I've done here is I've made it so that the path that they end up on is going to have in it the words special thanks. Okay, so what I want you to do is copy the special thanks, just special thanks, special dash thanks, okay? Because that is what is going to trigger the custom conversion. So we're going to say for the pixel for your client or for your roofing company, you need it to register when, and then paste that in when special, when the URL contains special thanks. And then what you want to do here is select your own category and then scroll down to lead, because what's happening is a lead is happening when anyone lands on a page that has special thanks in the URL. And it's very unlikely that you have special thanks in any of your other URLs. That's why I did that. Okay, and then type in a name for how you'll identify it. So we'll call this roofing lead. Okay, and then click create. Okay, now when you do that, you'll then be able to select that custom conversion in the ad by going back here. Okay. Back to your campaign that you have published. Now, it won't say in draft, it'll say published. And you'll click edit, you'll go down to the ad set level, and you'll choose the custom conversion that you just did. So you'll X out of the conversion event here, and you'll choose the one that says roofing lead, okay, if you haven't already selected a conversion event. All right. So that's how to create a custom conversion. And I'm not going to show you how to set up the Facebook Conversions API in this video. It's just too much to show you. But I recommend looking up how to do that or subscribing to my channel, because I'm going to eventually be having that as part of a course, and also how to set that up within the, how to trigger that custom conversion in the CRM and all of that. But it's pretty intense, so I'm not going to do it in this video, but this will get you almost the whole way there, good enough. It'll register a lot of the conversions that you get, not all of them, and you'll get enough data for Facebook to make good decisions about who to distribute your ads to. So anyway, I hope that is helpful for custom conversions. I think there was one other thing I wanted to show you with regard to the CRM. Let's see, what was that? Oh, right. So you need to make sure the pixel is added to your landing page. So to do that, you're going to actually go back to Events Manager. It's a little bit out of order here, but it's okay. You'll learn this and you'll go do it, and you'll come up with a workflow that works for you. When I'm doing this for myself and for my clients, and when my assistant's doing it, we have a whole standard operating procedure that we go through, but obviously we're not teaching while we're doing it. So I'm kind of having to talk through things and teach while I'm doing things. So it's a little bit discombobulated, but hopefully there's a lot of value here for you to get. So to add the pixel to your landing pages, to all of them automatically, you're just going to go to data sources. You're going to make sure you're in the right pixel. Okay, so there's the pixel for this demonstration. And you're going to click add events, and you're going to say from a website, they've changed this a little bit. Use one event measure. Let's see, is this the right one? No. They change this all the time. Okay, so they've literally just changed this because I was looking at this yesterday. So we're going to click Add Events, and you're going to click Add New Integration, and you're going to want the Meta Pixel, embed that code, and you're going to click Setup, and you're going to click Manually Add Code to your website. And then it's going to take you to this screen, which is exactly what you want. So you want to install the base code here. So copy the code, click Continue, make sure Automatic Advanced Matching is on, and then just kind of click through this and you're done. So you've copied the pixel code to your clipboard, and now you're able to go to Settings in the funnel and paste it into the head tracking code right there. Okay? And then click Save, and then that pixel will be firing on every single page in the funnel. Okay? So no matter what page they go to, the pixel, the Facebook pixel, will be firing, so long as they haven't turned off tracking. And that's it. Okay? So that's how to add the pixel. And now your ads are going to start running as soon as Facebook approves them. You're going to get notified when a lead comes in. So will your client if you're an agency, or so will you if you're just running this for your roofing company. And that's it, guys. I know this is a long video. There's a ton of stuff to it. It may have been better to do this as a course that is kind of broken up into steps, but I wanted to just release something for free on YouTube that you guys could learn a lot from without having to pay anything. And if you end up signing up using, the high-level links in the description, which I would love, I will get a couple bucks for that. So that'll be really cool. I'll get a little, I'll get some kickback for having helped you guys do this stuff that you might not have known how to do before. And, I really want to keep making videos like this for you guys to learn from. So let me make this a little bit bigger so I can talk to you guys. So here are some of my plans moving forward. I know that this video was, I think it was good, not amazing. I want to actually touch on that for a minute. So I think this video, what you're learning in this video is really great. And had I learned this early on in my marketing career, it would have been a game changer for me. There are lots of things that I included and taught in this video that took me a long time to learn, particularly how to write ad copy and all that kind of stuff. But, when I set out to make this video, I said to myself, you know what? It's going to be really hard to get this perfect. In fact, it's basically impossible to get anything perfect. Okay. So what I set out to do was I set out to create a video that was 80% perfect, right? So 80% of the way there, and that's good enough. Because I knew had I tried to get it perfect, I never would have finished the video, and you guys wouldn't have gotten access to it, and it would have just been me struggling to try to make every little thing insanely perfect, and it never would have been released. And frankly, it wouldn't even have given you that much more value if it were perfect. So little takeaway there is when you're doing things, building things out for yourselves or for your clients, don't worry about getting them perfect. Worry about getting them launched and then go back and make them better for the second phase. But get things launched, get things done, because people who do get better results than people who never do. And it's just really that simple. Now, what I'm going to be doing in the future, I think this is a really cool idea. I come across a ton of roofing ads when I scroll through Facebook and Instagram because it's identified me as someone who clicks on them a lot and interacts with them a lot because I'm trying to see what other people are doing and learn and things like that. Always trying to learn, no matter how good at this I get. What I've noticed is there are so many bad ads out there, so many offers that suck, so many landing pages that are terrible, way too complicated and discombobulated and multiple calls to action and things like that. And so what I've thought is, wouldn't it be cool if you saw me critique ads and then rebuild them if I were working for that particular roofing company to market them? So how to make what they're currently running 10 times better, 100 times better by tweaking the ad copy, tweaking the landing page, changing the images, things like that. So I'm going to be producing videos like that so you can learn from real world examples of ads that are running. If you have ads that you're running for your roofing company and you want me to critique those and go through those and make them better, maybe I will. So leave comments below that you're interested in me doing that, and I will comment back with a way to connect. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Get high level and start learning it. Click the link in this description. Get set up. Take the plunge. It will change your business. It'll change your clients' businesses. It is amazing. And I'm going to be doing a ton of training on that. So if you get it, you'll have it ready for the trainings that come out whenever they come out. I'll be doing more of these and you're going to love it. So anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you absolutely got so much value out of this, and stay tuned for the next one. See ya.